This week, I want to take a break from our regularly scheduled wrenching and talk about a vehicle that I just got home from looking at. And before I even begin, I want to talk about the elephant in the room that there's no way I should be buying another project vehicle right now. So this week, I want to tell you the story about this 1940 Ford pickup truck and why I would even be considering buying another project in the first place. Well, if you're new to the channel, let me bring you up to speed real quick. Hi, I'm Steve. I'm a relative novice to working on cars. However, I have 4 project cars, one of which is a pretty big project. I'm in way over my head. I don't know how to do half the stuff that I need to do to finish the project cars I have. I'm completely learning as I go, and stacking another project car into the mix is probably not the best idea. But this is a unique situation. Number one, the 1940 Ford pickup to me is one of my top 3 trucks of all time. There's 40 Ford pickup, 67 to 72 Chevy, and 91 to 93 S10. Those 3 vehicles are the only trucks that I really want to own in my life. And I've owned like 5 or 6 91 and 93 S10s. I currently have a 67 to 72 Chevy pickup, and a 1940 Ford would be like a dream come true, kind of non-attainable, not reality vehicle that just kind of fell in my lap. You see, I wasn't looking to buy a vehicle right now, but this vehicle isn't even technically for sale. It's a guy I know that I've been talking to him about this truck for probably 6 years. Every time I talk to him, I'm like, hey, when are you gonna sell me that 40 Ford pickup? And he's like, never. But recently he came across some issues. I don't know if you guys remember a couple videos ago, I was calling some friends to try to come help me put the engine in Flat Betty, and I said one guy got some horrific news and that he was gonna be unavailable for a while. Well, he just recently found out that his wife has cancer. And his wife's not just his wife. I've known these two since high school. He used to hang out at the original Jerome's Chrome, aka my mom's garage, whenever I was messing around with my first project S10. And yeah, we've known each other for a long time, and this basically sucks ass. But I'm gonna try to make this video not suck and make it about the car. Long story short, I think she's gonna be okay. I think everything is gonna end up fine. However, they are gonna have to pay for a lot of medical bills, and dude is selling his 3 project cars to pay for medical bills. And this truck was actually her dad's truck that he was working on and building and fixing up and turning into a hot rod before he ended up getting sick and passing away. And the reason why the truck is not for sale is because she said she would rather me have the truck than anyone else, and they want to offer it to me first before they even offer it up for sale anywhere or let anyone know it's for sale. And they said they would let me make payments on it and keep it in storage in their garage until I find a place to put it, because they would rather me have it rather than sell it to somebody else. So yeah, I really shouldn't get another project vehicle right now, but it's kind of a dream truck, and it's also a really unique situation that I'm in. So I'm thinking about it, and maybe it's a little emotional situation for me to be in. So I want to run it by you guys and kind of get some honest opinions on if I'm crazy or not, if I should get this truck or if I should just run for the hills and never look back. So let's take a look at some of the footage that I got while I was over there looking at it today, and you guys can have a better idea of what I'm working with, and let me know if you think this is a good or bad idea. So let's start with the obvious negatives. Number one, the truck does not have an engine or transmission. It is indeed a roller. Additionally, you may notice that the truck is in many pieces, and all of those pieces are in the bed of the truck. The good news, though, is that is mostly all there besides the engine and transmission. All of the body panels are there, the fenders, the bed sides, the running board thingies, this awesome grill, and all of the exterior pieces, the windows, the doors, everything is for the most part there. And not only is it all there, but most of these pieces are in relatively good shape. There's not a whole lot of damage. There's very little rust. There's minor surface rust, and there's dings and stuff here and there. It's sitting in the bed of the truck, but overall, these pieces are in pretty dang good condition, and the truck overall is for what it is in pretty good shape. The rust is minimal. To be honest, of the two classic project cars that I have, this one has less rust than any of them. This cab has been completely restored. It is missing some interior pieces. I don't think it has a dash. I don't think it has a seat. But besides that, it's got all the big stuff. So as far as the body is concerned, there are some pretty good bones here. Like, it's definitely not in bad shape at all. I'd actually consider it to be in pretty good shape. And the frame has been completely restored. It was sandblasted and covered in Pour 15 and meticulously done before the cab and the bed were put back on it. Here's a view of the frame from the side, and you can see, man, I mean, that's in pretty dang good shape right there. The floor is solid and in great shape. That license plate's just sitting there. It's not on there with self tappers or anything. It's just chilling. The floor of this truck is in great condition. I'm not sure about the floor of the bed because of all the stuff, and I didn't ask, but the interior floor is good. Here's another view of the frame from the front. I mean, you can tell that the guy put a lot of work into this. He boxed in some areas, he put in some suspension, and looks like they did a disc brake conversion. So, I mean, I think that it's a pretty solid build that the guy was working on here. And I couldn't get any video of it, but underneath the truck, it is completely clean, rust-free, and the rear end is not the original. It's been swapped with a Ford 9-inch, which I think is a pretty good bonus. So yeah, this is definitely a pile of parts in the bed of a truck that's been sitting for a really, really long time. But I think it looks worse than it really is. I think this is a solid truck underneath, and with a little bit of assembling, a little bit of body work, and an engine and transmission, this can be something really, really special. They have pictures of the ad that he found in the paper when he bought it, photos of them working on it and what it looked like in its original condition, and all types of documentation from the history of the truck, which is awesome. So I'd be lying to you if I told you it doesn't give me a little special butterflies feeling in my stomach thinking about restoring that truck, naming it after her dad, making a little scrapbook of all the history and then the build and letting her drive it for the first time. And that all sounds peachy, like on TV or with YouTube guys that have lots of money and skills and experience and resources and connections and car friends and things like that. But I'm not that. I'm a dude who has too many projects already, and I don't have a place to technically put that truck right now. It's going to cost somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 is the asking price. I kind of just want to just pay him the full asking price since he's, making all the concessions so I can have the truck. They said I can make payments on it. Just give them a down payment, pay as I need to get it paid off, and I can keep it there until I get it paid off. In that amount of time, I can figure out a place to store it. But man, that's a lot. It's It's definitely maxing out sanity. And say that I got it now, it doesn't mean I have to suddenly work on it now. I just have to have a place to keep it to where it's not gonna end up deteriorating until I can circle around to it. I can work on the projects I have going, make good progress on those, and then when it comes time to mess around with that truck, then I can do it at my own pace. Make it a long-term project if I felt like it. Make it a father-son project maybe. There's plenty of possibilities out there besides just bringing it home and starting to get on it right away. I mean, even worst case scenario, I could just get the vehicle, hold on to it until his circumstances change, and maybe offer to sell it back to him the way I bought it from him whenever he's in a better spot to be able to take care of it. It's an option. It's just, I'm going through thoughts in my head. You know, as far as the investment's concerned, $3 to $4 grand for that pile may seem to some people completely insane, and other people may be thinking, bro, that's a barn find right there. You just stumbled across one of those hard to find barn find situations, because those trucks in good shape are like, I don't know, 30 to 50 grand if they're good. If I just put that truck together and put all the body panels on it, it would probably be worth, I don't know, 8 to 10 grand maybe. Definitely more than what I would have in it. But I don't, you know, that's not, I wouldn't want to be selling it like, yeah, I would either have to build it or sell it back to him in the future, because parting it out or selling to somebody else just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I'm just brainstorming with y'all. This is obviously very unscripted. I'm just kind of throwing out thoughts as they come to my head, just to kind of give you all the full story, so that way you can give me your opinion and let me know what you think about this situation. If I'm crazy, taking on too much, or if just this is one of those situations that you need to make it happen because it's the right situation. I'm torn right now. Basically, I came into this video with the mindset that I should not buy the truck and that it would be a bad idea. But if someone was to twist my arm about this much, I may just change my mind. So let me know what you guys think. Am I dumb? Am I dreaming? Is this a bad idea? Or is this just one of those circumstances that I just need to forget about all that stuff and make it happen and get the truck? I'm really looking forward to reading the comments. Your guys' advice means a lot to me, and it helps me make a lot of decisions on what I should do moving forward. So I'll be reading through every single comment this week, and I really do appreciate your advice. In the meantime, I'm going to be getting back on another project and getting back to wrenching for next week. I'll see you then.